Thanks, Linda. And we're going to hear from two more open mic readers before we have our featured reader. So that's a way to give Elizabeth a little bit of a heads up. And the first of the two that we'll hear before Elizabeth, Diane Kammerer. Welcome back, Diane.
First, I want to put in a plug for Wildfire Wednesdays. That's the last Wednesday of the month. It's at Cascade Park Library. It's close to Mill Plain and 136, and it's hosted by Christy Krug and also myself every other month. And so Wildfire Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. It's an open mic for everything. So it's poetry, memoir, prose, short story, a piece of your novel, whatever takes 5 minutes. That's kind of the limit on it. So, think about it, consider it. And let me find the thing I was going to do. Okay, so I don't know if everybody knows, but Queen Elizabeth is now the longest reigning monarch in England. A total of 63 years. She started when she was 25 years old, and I guess not ready to. Well, I've heard that she might give it up when she turns 90, but we'll see. Yes, to be it. So I did write a poem a while ago called "Tea with the Queen." Dressed in her Sunday best, the old woman stands, curtsies, and says, "Your Majesty," and follows the Queen into her private quarters. A servant brings the tea service, scones, jams, and clotted cream, the old country rose pot, a chip on the gilded crown, repaired, not replaced, a reminder of first light days when bare feet skipped across the lawn. A backward glance said, "Watch how fast I can run." Laughter tumbled downhill, hair disheveled, free of makeup, concealer, concerns of state. Through the fragrant mist, they sip Maison Lyon's tea, submerged in the rites of sugar and cream. These grown-up girls adorn their table with sprinkled whispers and broadening smiles. She speaks of her children. Steam rises with pride in her voice. Sorrow follows drips that slip back into the brown liquid when talk turns to the passing of a dear friend. Too soon, time presses on the door. Hands glide into gloves, and a formal "Your Majesty" is once again said before the final touch of a gentle farewell. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane. Next, we're going to hear from Edie. Come on up, Edie. And Edie is one of the people who studied with Christy Krug. Let's see hands on people that have been in one of Christy's classes before, because those classes I've just been hearing about them for years. Yeah, it's supposed to be a really great thing at Clark College, wildfire writing, and you should check it out. Here's Edie.
Yeah, I'm going to put in a plug for Christy because she is pretty amazing. If you have never written anything, if you're considering writing, whether it's poetry, fiction, memoir, whatever it is, she will get you to take the pen and go and put it down and get started. She's really amazing. And before I read, I have a couple of announcements. Desiree is right over there. She and I will both be featured readers at Plunk Reading Series on October 7th. I think it's at 7 o'clock at Corkscrew Wine Bar in Portland. And then on October 14th, I will be featured along with 7 other amazing women at Unchaste Readers. Did I already say October 14th? Yeah.
You did say it again.
Yeah, October 14th. And I'll send the information over to Christopher because I suddenly can't remember exactly where. It's something. It's hosted by the Literary Arts, though, in Portland, which is really cool. So my poem is called 1987, and I was 17 back then. So congrats. That's a long time, very long time ago. Oh, it was a long time ago. It just hit me. Wet heat boils, the smell of pine sap seeps into every nook and cranny, the way sand sticks in every nook and cranny, as you sit on the beach waiting for sun-in to turn your brown hair an orange shade of yellow, and you haven't a care in a world that's not yet ripe, and you know nothing of oysters or the thing at your feet, only Bon Jovi and Dirty Dancing and cheap-ass Boone's Farm on a Wednesday night behind the water tower, and maybe sex, maybe not. But his wet strawberry wine mouth is soft and cool against yours, and as love bugs dance across his windshield, and you think this is the moment time stops, and you will stay 17 forever. Thank you.
So I do help people to find poetry events in the Portland and Vancouver area. There's a clipboard on the bar at the back of the room. If you'd like to give me your email address, I can get you on that list. We are really happy to have Elizabeth Austen